Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about the only Indian woman who broke into top level international tennis. Her name is Sania Mirza, and I have a picture for you. Here we go. So imagine starting your tennis career on what Sania Mirza once described as dusty courts made out of cow dung in Hyderabad, India. But the rough courts weren't the hardest part. It was the disbelief around her. In her autobiography, Ace Against Odds, which I also have a picture of the book, here we go. So in her autobiography, she says that when she told people she wanted to play Wimbledon, they literally laughed at her and said, "You're from Hyderabad. You're supposed to cook." So from the start, only her parents believed in her and people didn't take her dream seriously. Yet she pushed through every doubt and still rose to become world number one in women's doubles. Sania Mirza's story matters because she broke barriers for women in Indian sports, inspired millions across South Asia, and proved that determination can reshape what society thinks is possible. She didn't just succeed in tennis, she changed the possibilities for women in her entire region. So today I'm going to talk about three things. First, the history of how she rose. Second, the positive impact she created. And finally, the negative challenges she had to face along the way. So let's begin with her history. Sania Mirza grew up in a place with very little support for tennis. According to Hafsa Adil 2023 article in Al Jazeera, Mirza said, "You have no facilities, no support, no background, no coaches, and no training." So that quote shows how difficult it was for her to even imagine becoming a professional athlete. She wasn't expected to choose sports, especially not tennis, for many people told her it was unrealistic. But she kept going, and at just 16, she won the Wimbledon girls doubles titles, becoming one of the youngest Indian athletes to achieve an international breakthrough. By the age of 18, she was already competing in Grand Slams and representing India on the global stage. Her early rise shows her talent and determination helped her break through barriers. So now that we talked a little bit about her early journey, let's look at the positive impact she made. Sania Mirza didn't just break records, she changed perceptions. In the introduction to her autobiography, Ace Against Odds, Mahesh Bhupathi wrote that she changed the face of Indian sport, especially where women are concerned, and continues to be India's ambassador on global stage. This shows that her influence goes far beyond her own personal achievements, and her achievements were incredible. According to sports writer John Bercock in a 2023 Tennis.com article, Sania Mirza earned 6 Grand Slam titles and spent 91 weeks ranked world number one in women's doubles. She also became the first Indian woman to win WTA singles title and reached a career high singles ranking of number 27. Her success inspired young girls in South Asia to believe that they could compete in global sports. She opened tennis academies in India and Dubai to create opportunities she never had as a child. And after becoming a mother, she returned to professional tennis to show women that motherhood does not end ambition. In her interview with Al Jazeera, she said she wanted mothers to know that they can still dream even after becoming a mother. So now let's talk about the challenges she faced. Sania Mirza's career came with heavy cost. In Ace Against Odds, Mirza describes her journey as involving physical and emotional trauma caused by injuries and medical procedures, the pressure of constant public scrutiny, and the politics and heartbreaks that accompany success. She battled chronic wrist injuries and went through multiple surgeries, which ultimately ended her singles career much earlier than she hoped. And beyond the physical struggles, she dealt with cultural expectations and judgment. According to ESPN article, In 2016, Mirza often became a target for commentary about whether her clothing was appropriate for practicing Muslim. She received criticism, threats, and even falsely accused of disrespecting the Indian flag, a controversy so overwhelming that it pushed her to consider retiring early. These challenges reveal the hidden pressure behind her success and the tremendous strength she needed to just stay on the court. So let's conclude by bringing everything together. Today, I explained the history of Sania Mirza, the rise, the positive influence she made, and the difficult challenges she faced. First, she overcame limited resources and cultural expectations to enter professional tennis. Second, her achievements transformed India's women's sports and inspired countless athletes. And third, her journey involved chronic injuries and intense public pressure that tested her resilience. Sania Mirza's story shows that even when the odds are stacked against you, determination and courage can break barriers and inspire future generations to believe in what's possible. Thank you.